Imagine footage so fluid you can replay it from any angle. Pretty cool, right? Today, we're diving into several AI topics: China's 4DV technology, Midjourney's new image-to-video feature, Google's zero-click search Shakeup, AI's growing impact on the job market, and Microsoft's bold claim that their AI diagnoses 4 times better than doctors. But first, welcome to Prompt Heads, your front row seat to the AI-powered future. Every week, we bring you the biggest developments in artificial intelligence. If you're into AI and want to stay up to date with the latest news, make sure to subscribe. We are dropping new videos twice a week. A few weeks ago, China's 4DV AI made headlines by showcasing a new technology called 4D Gaussian splatting. This innovative approach transforms regular video footage into fully interactive 4D scenes. Instead of being limited to a single viewpoint, the system creates a 3D environment from thousands of tiny data points called Gaussian splats, which capture the shape, movement, and appearance of a scene over time. Using footage from multiple cameras, 4DV's method allows viewers to change perspective after recording, zoom in on details, and even hear sound that adjusts to their position in the space. Impressively, it runs in real time at over 30 frames per second on just one GPU, without the need for complex hardware. The result is a more immersive, flexible kind of video with huge potential for film, sports, live performances, and personal memories. It's a development well worth keeping an eye on in the months ahead. Midjourney has released its first image-to-video tool, letting users turn still images into short animated clips. The feature, called V1 Video, creates 4 5-second videos from one image. Users can extend clips up to 20 seconds, choose how much motion is added, and adjust the movement style. It's available to paid users on Midjourney's website and Discord. While video jobs cost more GPU time than images, each request delivers multiple clips, keeping pricing fair. Early feedback praises the tool's consistency, especially in handling faces and hands, and its creative potential, though resolution remains around 480p. The launch comes as Midjourney faces legal pressure from Disney and Universal, who claim the tool enables copyright violations by generating unauthorized video clips of their characters. Despite the controversy, Midjourney's move into video marks a major step in the evolution of creative AI. Want to see what it can do? Check out these awesome videos made with it. You won't believe they started as still images. Google's new AI Overviews feature is shaking up how we use the internet. Instead of showing just links, Google now gives direct AI-generated answers at the top of search results. As a result, a record 69% of news-related searches in May ended without users clicking any links, up from 56% last year. This zero-click trend is hitting publishers hard. Sites like The Guardian, Forbes, and The New York Times have seen big drops in traffic, with some losing up to 45%. In response, a group of publishers has filed an antitrust complaint in the EU, arguing that Google is unfairly keeping users on its own platform. Google says AI overviews are meant to help users find answers faster, but critics worry it's making it harder for people to find original sources and harder for publishers to stay afloat. It's a major shift in how the web works. While there's still no sign of a full-blown automation crisis, one worrying trend is becoming harder to ignore. Entry-level jobs are quietly disappearing, and numerous recent articles and reports have begun highlighting this shift. These are the roles usually filled by interns or new graduates, jobs that provide essential early career experience and help people grow into more senior positions. But as AI begins to automate more of these simpler tasks, it's getting harder for newcomers to break in and build real skills. At the same time, graphic designers in China are already feeling the effects. Clients expect faster results for less money, assuming AI can do the job just as well. But while these tools can generate flashy images, they still struggle with real creative direction and complex visual storytelling. The result? More pressure, lower quality, and shrinking pay for creatives trying to stay competitive. And this isn't just anecdotal anymore. More and more reports and expert warnings are being published every week. Dario Amodei, CEO of Anthropic, one of the world's leading AI labs, recently warned that AI could wipe out half of all entry-level white-collar jobs within the next 1 to 5 years. That could drive unemployment up to 10 to 20%, especially in areas like tech, finance, law, and consulting. Amode says both companies and governments need to stop sugarcoating what's coming and start preparing for a wave of disruption. How do you think we should prepare for this shift? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Microsoft recently unveiled the Microsoft AI Diagnostic Orchestrator, MAIDXO, claiming it diagnoses complex medical cases 4 times more accurately than experienced human doctors. In tests using 304 case studies from the New England Journal of Medicine, the system, when paired with OpenAI's O3 and Google's Gemini models, achieved an 85.5% accuracy rate compared to physicians' 20%. Beyond accuracy, MAIDXO also reduced diagnostic costs by roughly 20%, thanks to more targeted test ordering. CEO Mustafa Suleyman called the orchestrator a genuine step toward medical superintelligence, praising its chain of debate design, where multiple AI agents simulate expert consultation. However, experts caution that these results stem from controlled benchmarks and do not yet reflect performance in live clinical environments. MIT's David Sontag notes the doctors in the study weren't allowed typical resources like colleagues or reference books, a setup that may skew results. Microsoft emphasizes MAIDXO is still in the research phase, meant to augment, not replace, human clinicians, and stresses the need for real-world trials and regulatory review before deployment. A growing number of users are now turning to ChatGPT for basic searching, not just complex queries. The chatbot saw a surge in usage with over 400 million weekly users and was the most downloaded app globally in May 2025, largely driven by people using it for general search and academic research. Meanwhile, Google is clearly feeling the pressure. The rise of AI-powered search alternatives is prompting them to accelerate development of their own tools, chief among them, Gemini. Gemini is Google's flagship multimodal AI assistant, now in version 2.5, and is woven directly into workspace and consumer apps. It excels in creative and reasoning tasks, outperforming competitors on benchmarks, and offers tight integration with Google Apps, including customizable AI gems for specialized tasks. Importantly, around 40% of monthly users now use Gemini for product research and shopping, competing head-to-head with ChatGPT at 41%. That's it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. We're a fresh channel, still in the early phase of building this project, and your feedback really means a lot to us. We're super keen to grow, improve, and hopefully reach a point where we can test, explore, and showcase new AI tools and features firsthand as they roll out. If you enjoyed this content or found it useful, hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and drop a comment below. It helps more than you know, and we'd love to have you along for the ride as this space continues to evolve. See you in the next video later this week.